My name is Richard Macko. I'm a Chief Scientific Officer at Next Step Robotics, and I have been a professor at University of Maryland School of Medicine for nearly 30 years. I have worked on the robot doing research for 25 years, and now we are here in Flenny.
My name is Charleen Hafer-Macko. I'm a neurologist, and my specialty is neuromuscular and also exercise rehabilitation for individuals who have stroke and other neurologic disabilities and aging. And I was a neurologist at University of Maryland, and now I work in biotechnology companies looking at how to measure how people move and encourage more physical activity.
What is the AMBLE robot made by Next Step in the United States? It's not your grandfather's robot. It's not an industrial robot. Industrial robots are stiff. They impose motion. You cannot impose motion on a person that's had a stroke or neurological problems with walking. You must have a combination of the human and the robot to relearn walking. That's called human robotic cooperative learning. It's not stiff with velocity or position. It's like a spring. Like when you walk, your ankle, your knee, and your hip are a spring. The robot is a spring. 70% or more of people with stroke have a fall the first year. So the robot training teaches heel first landing. It's a more secure and safer way of landing. And it speeds up the foot lift, and it makes the overall walking velocity faster.
Our robot is helping with foot drop. But to explain what foot drop is, the ankle often becomes weak. And when the ankle is weak, the foot drops down. If the foot is not up in a neutral or horizontal position, people will tend to trip and fall and may be less stable as they walk. So the robot that we have designed actually helps to lift the foot so that you can clear better while you're walking and while you're on different surfaces.
For a person that's had a stroke, every step is different. They walk on a carpet, it's different. If they lean a little more or the therapist helps them, it's different. So the robot counts exactly where the person is as they walk with 11 sensors on the bottom of the shoe, like a crampon. So it knows exactly when to activate to help the person lift. So how does this all work? It's based on the neuroscience of recovery, of neurological recovery. And what we see is repetition and practice. With the robot, human-robot cooperative learning produces brain plasticity. And that neuroplasticity or brain plasticity is associated with the improvements in walking.
We have 5 clinical studies that have shown the benefits of walking with the robot in stroke, but it could be used for many other conditions that can cause weakness, such as multiple sclerosis, possibly spinal cord injury if it's incomplete, and then other conditions may be a pinched nerve in the back or in the sciatic or at the knee that cause the foot to drop.
6 weeks of training, 3 times a week, produces a curve of learning such that unassisted walking without the robot improves. The person can lift their foot better. And it takes about 2 weeks or 6 training sessions in our hands in chronic stroke. And then people can lift the foot on their own with no robot assistance. And then 6 weeks later or 8 weeks later, they can still lift their foot better.
So what we're hoping is to use the robot in the subacute, which means early stroke period, to help people really work on the patterns of walking, starting at the foot. And as the foot engages better, it works up what we call the chain. from the foot to the ankle to the knee and then the hip. We are so excited about the collaboration with Flenny. This is an amazing program with the therapists and watching them with their stroke patients, and they have such good foundations and work on the primaries of movement.
The goal here is to learn how the Flenny therapists, which we believe are among the best in the world, use the robot to improve walking outcomes. And we hope to be able to analyze that, to be able to teach other therapists how to use the robot training parameters in early stroke to make people walk better and walk safer.